Welcome back to the coin world. Old coin review and value, the ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, numismatic treasures, and the hidden value in your pocket change. Welcome back to my channel where old coins turn into untold treasures. Today, we're talking about a coin that might completely change your financial story, the Liberty Wheat Penny from 1941. If you own this coin, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around till the end of the video, because I'll reveal its possible price and explain how you can sell it for the best profit. The 1941 Liberty Wheat Penny isn't just an old piece of copper, it's a symbol of America's endurance during one of the most challenging times in history. Minted on the edge of World War II, this coin carries stories of sacrifice, hope, and resilience. Each one of these pennies was produced when the nation was standing on the threshold of global conflict, and every strike from the U.S. Mint echoed the determination of a country preparing to defend its freedom. The coin features the proud image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, the same artist who created the first Lincoln cent in 1909. His initials, VDB, hidden near the rim, became a historic signature of the design. On the back, you'll find two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. Those wheat stalks are more than just decoration, they symbolize growth, prosperity, and the spirit of a nation rising from economic hardship. The 1941 Wheat Penny was struck at three major mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each leaving a distinct mark on history. The Philadelphia coin has no mint mark, while the Denver version carries a small D, and the San Francisco one a tiny S. Though they might look the same at first glance, certain mint marks and conditions make some versions far more valuable than others. What makes this coin truly fascinating is its composition. Made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, it has a rich red-brown tone that, when preserved in mint condition, glows like a relic from a different time. Over the decades, some of these coins have retained their original shine, making them extremely desirable to collectors. Even a minor minting error such as a double die, off-center strike, or misaligned lettering can multiply its value several times over. In 1941, millions of Americans carried this coin in their pockets. It bought loaves of bread, movie tickets, and small joys in uncertain times. Soldiers carried them overseas, families saved them in jars, and children started their first coin collections with them. Each penny became a witness to history, silently traveling through moments that shaped generations, where every coin tells a story of history, artistry, and hidden value. Today, we're going to dive deep into the incredible and fascinating story of the 2008 Arizona quarter dollar, a coin that not only represents the beauty and pride of the Grand Canyon State but also carries unique minting details and symbolism that make it one of the most captivating coins of the 21st century. The 2008 Arizona quarter is part of the U.S. 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful and beloved coin series in American history. This program began in 1999 and ran until 2008, with each coin representing one of the 50 states. Every design told a story of heritage, culture, and the spirit that shaped the United States. The Arizona quarter was the 48th coin released in this remarkable series, honoring the state's admission to the Union in 1912. When the Arizona quarter was officially released on June 2, 2008, it immediately captured the attention of both the public and collectors. Its design was breathtaking, filled with layers of meaning and visual storytelling. The obverse, like all quarters in the series, bears the familiar portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, a symbol of continuity and national identity. But it's the reverse, the side representing Arizona, that truly makes this coin a masterpiece. The reverse design, created by artist Joseph F. Menai, showcases Arizona's most iconic natural wonder, the Grand Canyon, stretching across the background. The Grand Canyon is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, carved by the mighty Colorado River over millions of years. Its depiction on the coin symbolizes the timeless beauty and geological power of the state. In the foreground of the coin stands the majestic saguaro cactus, an enduring symbol of the American Southwest. The saguaro doesn't just represent Arizona's desert landscape, it stands for resilience, endurance, and life in even the harshest conditions. Interestingly, the saguaro doesn't actually grow inside the Grand Canyon, yet its inclusion in the design was a deliberate artistic choice, blending two powerful icons of the state into one harmonious image. Beneath the imagery lies the inscription, Grand Canyon State, Arizona's official nickname. This simple phrase evokes a deep sense of pride among Arizonans. reminding everyone that their state is home to one of the world's greatest natural treasures. The design process for the Arizona quarter was an event in itself. Residents of the state submitted thousands of ideas to the U.S. Mint, each hoping to capture Arizona's essence. After much debate and voting, the Grand Canyon and saguaro combination was chosen, a decision that beautifully balanced nature, identity, and pride. When the coin entered circulation, millions of Americans marveled at its design. But beyond its beauty, the Arizona quarter carries hidden details that fascinate collectors even more. One of these is a rare minting error that occurred on some coins. World. Today, we are going back in time to explore the fascinating history of the Liberty Wheat Penny. 1932. At first glance, this coin may look like just another Lincoln cent, but the year 1932 holds a unique and often overlooked place in American numismatic history. By the end of this video, you'll see why this coin captures the attention of serious collectors and historians alike. The 1932 Liberty Wheat Penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became the first regular issue U.S. coin to feature the portrait of a real person, marking a significant shift in American coin design. The obverse of the 1932 penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head is the national motto, "In God We Trust." To the left is the word liberty, and the date, 1932, appears to the right. The reverse showcases two wheat stalks framing the words "1 cent United States of America" and the motto "E pluribus unum." This wheat design, often referred to as the wheat years, reverse gave the coin its popular nickname, the wheat penny. The year 1932 was a critical period in American history. The country was deep in the Great Depression, the worst economic crisis in U.S. history. Banks were failing, unemployment was skyrocketing, and millions of Americans were struggling to survive. Every cent mattered to families, and coins like the 1932 wheat penny circulated heavily as people stretched every dollar to its limit. Because of the economic turmoil, the U.S. Mint drastically reduced coin production in 1932. There was simply less demand for coins as economic activity slowed. This makes the 1932 penny a standout year because its mintage numbers were significantly lower compared to other years in the 1920s and early 1930s. The Philadelphia Mint was the only facility that produced the 1932 wheat penny. Unlike many other years, there were no Denver D or San Francisco S mint marked pennies struck in 1932. This absence of mint marks is an important detail for collectors. Every 1932 penny you find will bear no mint mark, indicating it came from Philadelphia. The total mintage of the 1932 Lincoln wheat penny was approximately 9,062,000 coins. While this number might seem large, it was quite low compared to previous years, when mintages often exceeded tens of millions. This limited production contributes to the coin's collectability today. Collectors love the 1932 penny not only for its lower mintage but also for its historical significance. Coins from the Great Depression era carry a special emotional weight. They are tangible reminders of a time when Americans endured immense hardship, yet the economy and the coinage system continued to function. In circulated condition, many 1932 pennies show heavy wear, a testament to how frequently they changed hands. These coins bought bread, milk. The simplicity of the wheat penny's design combined with its historical background gives it a timeless charm. It reflects a period when American coinage favored classic symbolism and strong national identity. Over the decades, collectors have built entire collections focused on Lincoln wheat pennies, aiming to complete sets from 1909 through 1958. Within such collections, the 1932 issue often stands out as a key date, not as rare as the 1909 SVDB or the 1914D, but still a coin that requires patience and knowledge to find in top condition. The story of the 1932 penny is also about survival. These coins passed through millions of hands, survived economic collapse, and were tucked away in drawers, jars, and albums by those who saw their value beyond their face worth. Auction records show that high-grade examples can sell for impressive amounts. A well-preserved, brilliant, uncirculated 1932 penny graded MS 65 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the quality. Proof coins were not struck for circulation in 1932, making regular business strikes the only type available for collectors. This adds to the importance of finding examples in the best condition possible. The 1932 wheat penny also fits into broader collecting themes, such as Great Depression coinage, single mint issues, and low mintage years. Its place in these narratives enhances its desirability among specialized collectors. The cultural legacy of this coin is tied to an era when America was searching for hope and stability. President Hoover was nearing the end of his term, and Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal was on the horizon. These coins circulated as the nation prepared for major political and economic change. Even today, when a 1932 penny is found in an attic or an old coin jar, it often sparks curiosity. Who used it? What did it buy? What stories could it tell if it could speak? These questions make collecting more than just a hobby. It becomes a journey into the past. Collectors who appreciate history often see the 1932 penny as more than a date in a set. It's a symbol of endurance during hard times and a reminder that even the smallest pieces of currency can carry immense historical weight. For beginners, acquiring a 1932 wheat penny is a rewarding step. It introduces them to the importance of mintage numbers, historical context, and coin grading. For experienced collectors, finding the perfect 1932 in high grade is a satisfying challenge. The Liberty Wheat Penny 1932 is not just a collectible coin. It is a piece of living history. It reflects the economic hardships of its time, the artistry of early 20th century coin design, and the enduring legacy of Lincoln's image on America's most humble denomination. As we look back at this remarkable coin, we can appreciate its beauty, its history, and its significance. It stands as a reminder that every coin has a 20 Liberty quarter dollar in your pocket change, and discovering it could be worth far more than its face value. If you have this coin, it might turn the tables for you. Stick around until the end of the video to find out its potential value and how you can sell it for a great price. The 2020 Liberty quarter dollar is one of those modern coins that surprises collectors and everyday people alike. Released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarter program, it features distinctive reverse designs that make it instantly recognizable. Many of these coins entered circulation in large numbers, but a small fraction came with unique minting errors, limited strike varieties, or near-perfect conditions that can dramatically increase their value among numismatists. What makes this coin stand out is not just its year but the details. Some 2020 quarters were struck with rare mint errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or even special low mintage varieties that slipped through regular production unnoticed. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with these features because they can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. Another key factor is grading. Coins preserved in mint state or higher grades, often certified by professional grading services, can fetch premium prices. The difference between a circulated coin and one in pristine condition can mean the difference between a regular quarter and a small fortune. Even coins found in everyday transactions can sometimes hold hidden potential if they're examined carefully for rare varieties. 2020 was also a year of historical significance, and that has added extra appeal to coins minted during this period. Many collectors view these coins as part of a unique chapter in American history, which further fuels demand and price growth in the collector's market. Whether it's the West Point mint issues with the W mark or special commemorative designs, the 2020 quarters hold a special place among modern collectibles. Before rushing to spend or exchange any 2020 Liberty quarter you come across, it's essential to check every detail, from the mint mark to the strike quality and any signs of unusual patterns on the coin. Many valuable coins have been found by people who simply took the time to inspect what they thought was ordinary change. 1955, a coin that holds one of the most fascinating stories in American numismatics. This particular penny is not just a small piece of copper, but a symbol of a unique era, a historical turning point in U.S. minting, and a treasure that has thrilled collectors for decades. Its journey from the mint presses to becoming one of the most legendary era coins ever discovered is a story you're going to love. So let's unravel it step by step. The year 1955 was a remarkable one for the U.S. Mint, especially at the Philadelphia Mint, where the famous double die era of the 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny was born. Unlike most years, 1955 witnessed an accidental minting flaw during the die preparation stage, When the obverse die received a misaligned second hubbing, it resulted in a clear, dramatic doubling on the inscriptions, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the date, 1955. This was not a minor doubling that requires magnification to see it was visible to the naked eye, making it one of the most easily recognizable mint errors in U.S. coinage history. What makes this story even more interesting is that instead of catching and destroying the misprinted coins, the mint allowed thousands of them to enter circulation. The estimated number of these doubled die pennies released is around 20,000 to 24,000, most of which entered circulation in the northeastern United States. This sudden release transformed what could have been a forgotten batch into one of the most sought-after rarities. Imagine being a regular citizen in 1955 and receiving change at a grocery store or diner, only to find a penny with letters and numbers that looked doubled and strange. At first, people thought their eyes were playing tricks on them, but soon, word spread across cities, and the coin became a sensation. Newspapers picked up the story, coin dealers started offering premiums, and the coin became a national talking point. The doubling on the 1955 penny is considered one of the clearest in American numismatic history. The strong doubling makes the date appear as if it has a shadow, and Liberty almost looks like it's written twice. This clarity made the coin easy to authenticate even for non-experts, which fueled massive public interest and collecting activity. The 1955 doubled die penny also represents an important shift in the hobby of coin collecting in America. Before the 1950s, coin collecting was mostly limited to hobbyists and specialists, but this era reached everyday Americans and created a wave of new collectors. Ordinary people began checking their change, hoping to find one of these mysterious doubled pennies, and that cultural moment made the 1955 penny an icon. Another layer to its legacy lies in its survival rate, E21. This coin might just turn the tables for you. Stick around until the end of the video to learn about its fascinating history, what makes it stand out among modern quarters, and how certain versions of this coin can be worth far more than their face value. At the end of the video, I'll tell you exactly how to find out its price and how you can sell it the right way, so make sure you don't miss a single detail. The 2021 Airman Quarter is a remarkable piece because it marks the final release in the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010. This program honored national parks and historic sites across all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and U.S. territories. The Airman Quarter specifically pays tribute to the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site in Alabama, celebrating the legacy of the first African-American military aviators in the United States Armed Forces. Their bravery, skill, and determination broke racial barriers during World War II and paved the way for future generations. The reverse design of the coin is powerful and symbolic. It features a Tuskegee Airman pilot suiting up to join the fight during World War II. Behind him, two P-51 Mustang fighter planes soar in formation, representing the strength and unity of the Tuskegee Airmen. The inscription "They fought two wars" highlights their dual battle, one against enemies overseas and the other against racial discrimination at home. This message adds historical depth, making the 2021 Airman Quarter one of the most meaningful designs in the entire series. The obverse retains the classic portrait of George Washington that has appeared on quarters for decades. But because this was the final coin in the America the Beautiful series, collectors consider it a historic closing chapter. Many enthusiasts view it as both a tribute and a milestone, which has increased interest in this particular release. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of these coins for circulation, while the San Francisco mint struck special proof and silver proof versions for collectors. Although the majority entered everyday use, some special versions and error coins have become highly desirable in the collector's market. Error coins such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubling on inscriptions can make a regular quarter worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. Another reason this coin attracts attention is its historical timing. Released in early 2021, it came at the end of an 11-year coin program, just before the introduction of a new era of quarter designs. This transitional moment in U.S. coinage history has made collectors eager to secure pristine examples of the Airman Quarter as a way to complete their America the Beautiful sets. High-grade uncirculated coins and proof versions are particularly valuable. Coins graded by professional services at the highest levels can fetch impressive. Imagine finding an old coin tucked away in a forgotten drawer and discovering that it has the power to completely change your financial story. The 1937 Liberty Wheat penny is one of those coins that might turn the tables for you if you happen to own it. Stick around till the end of the video to learn its potential price and exactly how you can sell it for the best possible return. The 1937 Wheat penny holds a special place in American numismatic history, struck during a time when the United States was slowly emerging from the Great Depression. This coin carries not only monetary value but also a piece of the nation's past. It features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner that has remained beloved for generations. On the reverse, the familiar wheat ears stand proudly on each side, symbolizing prosperity and the strength of American agriculture during challenging times. This coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins bear no mint mark, while Denver coins display a small D beneath the date, and San Francisco coins show an S. Each mint had different production numbers, and some varieties are far rarer than others. Collectors pay close attention to these small details because they significantly influence the coin's market value. Millions of 1937 wheat pennies were produced, but not all of them survived in good condition. Most circulated heavily, losing their original sharpness and surface quality over the decades. However, coins that were carefully stored and preserved in mint state can be surprisingly valuable today. High-grade examples with full details and clean surfaces can fetch impressive sums at auctions and among private collectors. Another element that makes this coin intriguing is the existence of certain errors and varieties. Misstrikes, double dies, and off-center strikes are rare but highly sought after by collectors. These unique minting quirks were not intended to happen, and because they were not corrected at the time, they have become prized treasures in the numismatic world. Grading is also crucial when it comes to determining a 1937 wheat penny's worth. Coins are graded on a professional scale based on factors like wear, strike quality, and eye appeal. Even a slight difference in grade can dramatically affect the price, making it worthwhile to have potentially valuable coins evaluated by reputable grading services. Beyond their financial worth, 1937 wheat pennies tell a story of resilience and hope. They were part of everyday transactions during a time when every cent mattered, and today, they connect collectors to a living piece of history. If you happen to own a 1937 wheat penny, don't dismiss it as just an old coin. Its value can range from a modest amount to a surprising figure depending on its mint mark, condition, and unique characteristics. Today, we're talking about the Liberty Quarter dollar from 1979, a coin that might turn the tables for you if it's hiding somewhere in your collection. Stick around till the end of the video because I'll reveal its potential value and how you can sell it for the highest price. The 1979 Liberty Quarter dollar is one of those coins that often slips through people's hands without them realizing its true worth. It was minted during a time when America was transforming from the tail end of the 1970s economic challenges to the dawn of a new technological era. Every detail on this coin carries a piece of that history, from its bold image of George Washington on the obverse to the majestic eagle spreading its wings on the reverse. This quarter wasn't just a means of buying candy or gasoline, it was a part of everyday life for millions of Americans. The U.S. Mint produced it in massive quantities across 3 main facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's the twist: not all 1979 quarters are equal. Some carry rare minting variations, or error strikes that make them far more valuable than ordinary ones. On the obverse, you'll see the strong profile of George Washington, first introduced in 1932 to celebrate his 200th birthday. His image represents strength, leadership, and the foundation of American freedom. By 1979, this portrait had become a timeless national symbol. The words "Liberty and I and God We Trust" surround him, capturing the spirit of a nation rooted in faith and liberty. The reverse features a powerful eagle clutching arrows and olive branches, designed by John Flanagan. This isn't just decoration, it's a message of peace and readiness. The arrows signify defense, while the olive branches represent America's hope for harmony. Together, they mirror the dual spirit of the late 1970s, resilience and optimism for the future. Now, what makes the 1979 Liberty Quarter fascinating for collectors is the presence of mint marks and errors. Quarters minted in Philadelphia have no mark. Denver coins carry a D and San Francisco coins have an S. But certain coins, especially proof versions from San Francisco, show slight variations in design and strike some with deeper mirrors, sharper details, or double die errors. These details can turn a regular 20-5-cent coin into a collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This quarter also came at a transitional moment in U.S. coinage. While the U.S. Mint was focusing on the release of the Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979, the quarter quietly continued its legacy as a reliable coin of commerce. Because of this overlap, some collectors believe that particular batches of 1979 quarters were struck using slightly different die settings, making them more valuable today due to their scarcity. Imagine holding this coin and thinking of its journey from the hands of a 1970s shopkeeper to a collector's case decades later. It may have been used in vending machines, laundromats,